What up, YouTube? All right, people. What's going on, all my friends on YouTube? I want to thank you guys for subscribing and following me on here and interacting with me. Trying to get this channel to grow, build a community of guitar players and friends and fans and friends and everything cool. So what's everyone up to, man? How you guys all doing this Sunday? I'm having a great Sunday, man. It's fall time in New Jersey. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Great weather. It's nice and cool. Flannel weather, hoodie weather, we call it. Great time, you know, where I live up in the mountains. Beautiful fall foliage, the colors, you know. We just went pumpkin picking today. A lot of Halloween type things, you know. It's a great time of year to be on the East Coast, you know, specifically here in New Jersey. We get a bad rap here in New Jersey, but let me tell you, man, it is one of the most beautiful states in the country, if you know where to go. If you don't know where to go, well, then you might be in trouble. Hey, hello, my comrade. I can't pronounce your name. It's in the Russian lettering, but hello, comrade. How are you? You know, actually, one of my favorite workouts, I'm a big fan of the Russian kettlebell style workouts made famous here in America with Pavel, I can't say his last name, but big fan of the Russian style of kettlebell workouts, man. Big fan of that. I do that almost every day. So there you go. Little something maybe you didn't know about me. I love kettlebells. One of my favorite style of workouts, you know. What up, Mr. Devin Brown? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm in a bluesy mood today, you know. This weather makes me feel bluesy and warm and fuzzy. Let's do it. Let's see what we can find. So again, a lot of these backing tracks I just find on YouTube, and a lot of times I've never even heard them before. I just hit play and I improv. You know, I always stress to you guys out there, you know, my number one advice to learning and practicing guitar is improv. It's very important. Very important. And this is a great way to do it. Just find some backing tracks and crank them up and jam along. It's very important, in my opinion. You can really develop your technique, your feel, timing, you know, use of scales, riffs. It's very important, man. So do it. You know, and that's why I invite you guys to watch me here on YouTube to just jam, hang out, and talk, and play some jams and improv for you guys. So let's do it. Let's see what this jam is all about. Let's do it. What are you guys all up to today, huh? Any questions? Anything you guys want to talk about? Feel free to ask away. I don't shy away from questions. In creative, what's that mean, man? You like drunk or something? Nah, I never did that, my friend. I know people who have. And it's well documented from those people. First of all, my drinking days are over. That's a fact. I never really was a drinker. Over the years, especially when I joined Soulfly, I was put into a lot of situations where it was always pushed on me, was always available, and I partake here and there. You know, I never got involved in drugs, thank God. But I never, even when I was drinking in my drinking days, which was never really that, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. I obviously never do it before a show because I love to play guitar, and there's no way I could play guitar drunk. I can't do it. I'm not that good. Dimebag could do it because he was an incredible guitar player. I'm not as talented as Dime. So for me, I never did that. So I think a lot of that's because I love to play guitar. And if I had to play drunk, it would be miserable. I would play horrible, and I wouldn't be able to play guitar. So that being said, that's why I've never ever played drunk, really ever. I don't think I've ever done it. Like if I was drinking years ago, or you know, it was something when I didn't have a guitar in my hand. It was late at night, way after the show. And it's the same thing with smoking pot. You know, people that smoke before they go on stage. I mean, I know people who can do it. You know, because I don't judge. I mean, pot isn't for me. I don't like pot for myself. But I know people who can do it and play perfectly, and then I know people who do it and can't play their instrument and they're terrible. It just, I guess, depends on the person. But you know, I think if you're a true musician and you love to play your instrument, you're gonna want to do it sober. Just because this is my drug. Look right here. This is what I'm addicted to, is the guitar. I'm addicted to this instrument. When I pick this up, it's the greatest high in the world. So I don't need nothing, you know, other than a good cup of coffee. I do like my coffee, and playing guitar and drinking coffee is my favorite pastime in life, you know. But yeah, I mean, the more you get into playing your instrument, you're gonna find that, like, you play better sober. I don't care what anyone says, man. You're gonna play better sober. Your mind and your hands are in coordination, you know, all that type of crap, drugs, alcohol, it affects your motor skills, it affects your hands. I mean, I don't know anyone that can really play drunk. So, and honestly, if you're doing that before you go on stage, like, I don't think you're giving your fans their money's worth, unless you're someone like Dime, who a Dimebag could do it. I don't know how, you know, I there's no way I could do it, you know, but Dimebag was a freak of nature, man, that he could play while he was drinking. He just was that good. So, but for me, no thanks, man. I like having a good, strong cup of coffee and get on stage and rock out and give you guys 100%. So there you go, folks. That's how I feel about it. Definitely don't like any of the new stuff that I'm hearing out there. I like the hip hop, the era from like when I was a teenager. I love old House of Pain. I love Cypress Hill. They're great. I used to love Onyx. They were cool, but I'm not really a big hip hop guy. But I do like the old stuff, you know. And I like a lot. Like Rage Against the Machine is one of my favorite, you know, rap metal bands of all time, man. I love Rage Against the Machine. Honestly, my whole thing with hip hop and rap is like, why listen to rap, just rap, when you can listen to Rage Against the Machine, where there's a full band? I mean, for me, that's my biggest problem probably with hip hop, is that there's no guitar. You know, I need to hear some guitar. Which House of Pain always would put some guitar. Oh, hello. Yeah, in that basket right there. Oh, hello. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, no, not there. In that, no, that one over there. Sorry, guys, we got, you know, we got company here. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Do you train your right arm separately, or do both arms develop together? Yeah, you got to do it together. Obviously, you want to be in coordination. You got to have coordination. Your pick hand be in time with your left hand. It's very, very important skill to develop. Otherwise, you're gonna just hit wrong notes and play sloppy. You know, so like I always say, practice with a metronome or a backing track. It's very important. You got to be in time. Timing is so important, and the worst thing you can do is get into a situation where you're playing with a drummer whose timing is horrible, which was a situation I was just coming from, that I just left. Very important that you play with a drummer who practices to a metronome and cares about being in time, because it affects your timing. You want to develop good timing, so that's why it's very important to practice to a metronome. My drummer who plays in my solo project, Anthony DeVizio, is an incredible drummer whose timing is on the money. The guy is a human metronome. He's so on the money, and I practice so on the beat, I should say, and he's on the money. But he's incredible, and he's helped me so much by practicing to backing tracks that he played on, and it helps with your timing. You know, when you play with a good drummer and practice with a metronome, and then you guys do that together, it's gonna make your playing sound so much better, man. Timing is so important. It's really, in my opinion, one of the most important things is timing. It's the difference between being a great drummer and being a horrible drummer. So, and a great guitar player and a bad guitar player. I mean, you want to be in time. You have to be in time. It's very important. So, there you go, folks. I tell it like it is. That's life. I tell it like it is, man. No bullshit and lies here, my friends. I've jammed to this one before. This is a fun backing track. Yeah, I love Michelangelo Badio, man. He's incredible, bro. He's one of my favorite shredders, man. Genius, living legend. Cool. Yeah, guys, I'm a big fan of Badio. He's incredible, man. He was one of those, top guys, and still is, and still shreds and does this whole double neck, thing that he does that blows me away. So he's incredible, man. I'm a big fan of his work. Maybe one day I could do some shows with him or a tour. I've never actually met him in person. I've talked to him online here and there, but I hope to maybe do some shows with him in the future. So, all right, guys, you got any more questions, man? Anything else you want to know? I'm just jamming today, hanging, trying to, connect with everyone here and keep this channel active. Yo, 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 what up, Craig? How's it going? What's good? What's good? Beautiful day here today where I live. What's everybody doing where they're at? I know there's a lot of you from Russia, man. Hello, my comrades in Russia. What kind of guitar? This is a Diamond. Diamond has been hooking me up with some really nice guitars, and as you can see, it's a Diamond. It's very similar to a Gibson SG, which is one of my favorite guitars of all time. If you know me, then you know I love the Gibson SG, and feel free to buy me one and send it to me. That'd be awesome. And but anyway, so Diamond hooked me up with this real nice guitar, man, and they hooked me up with a real nice 7-string also. They're supposed to be building me something. I haven't heard from them in a long time, though. We'll see if I get it. But I do really enjoy this guitar a lot, as I love any sort of SG style of a guitar. Now, I don't really like Floyd's, man. I'm not a big fan of Floyd Roses or any whammy bar. I only use them when I'm doing things that call for it, For instance, when we did the Beneath the Remains Arise tour, Andreas did a lot of dive bombs, so I needed a whammy bar. So Washburn sent me a real nice guitar with a Floyd Rose on it, and that's what I used for that tour. When I was using my BC Rich Stealth signature that I had about 10 years ago, I was doing a lot more dive bombs with the whammy bar, man. But honestly, unless I have a guitar tech with me who's going to take care of the whammy bar, restring it, and do maintenance on it, I can't stand using the whammy bar, man. I get out of control with it. I start doing too much dive bombs, and then if you break a string, it's a pain in the ass to restring it. So like I said, I really like fixed bridges like this, or the Gibson style fixed bridge. I'm just comfortable on it, man. And if I break a string, I can just string it up real quick and get back to jamming. And I don't really, honestly, I don't like to do too much whammy bar stuff. Again, I just get out of control with the whammy bars. So I like to try to do, I like to try to mimic a whammy bar by just doing it. Or if you notice, I do a lot of, I like to do things that are kind of whammy bar-ish. but do it without a whammy bar. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm into. Rhythmic part because I don't have your level of solo parts. Well, right on, man. You know, I'm a guitar addict. I love the guitar, so I love talking about it. And if you guys have questions, I don't mind showing you how a lot of these songs were played properly. You know. Yeah, I was doing on Patreon about a year ago. I was doing a lot of tabs, and I was tabbing stuff out. I don't know. It didn't seem like a lot of people were very interested. You know, listen, man, it ain't easy. A lot of this stuff, you should just learn by ear. I can show you stuff, but that's like would be in a private lesson. You know, it's just the demand's got to be there for me to really do like real full-blown teaching. So we'll see what's up, you know. But I can show you the riffs. You can see the you know, the way I'm playing things, you know, in the right position. Especially a lot of those old Soulfly songs. I can show you how it's done correctly. Because I've noticed other people are not playing them correctly, so I could show you that definitely. You know what? I used to do guitar lessons. I was doing it online. I don't do it anymore, bro. It's just, the demand just isn't there like it used to be. You know, years ago, 10, 11, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, people, you know, would pay for lessons. Nowadays, nobody wants to pay for lessons anymore. It's sad because I don't mind teaching, but it just takes up a lot of my time, and I can't do it for free, you know. But I can show you stuff, little things here and there. But teaching for me, I don't do it anymore, man. It's just not, there's no demand really for it. Someone just asked for scales. I use all different types of scales, man. I try to learn all the scales that there are out there. I'm still learning, you know, but I try to mix it up. I try to do a lot of different scales and make it interesting. In Lille, France, in Belgium, I never had that happen to me. Well, I'm always hanging out, Chamby. You know, normally you would find me after those Soulfly shows. I would be hanging out with all the fans somewhere by the bus outside. Yeah, it's good to find a good teacher in your area, man. You know, I don't really teach anymore. It's good. There's a lot of good teachers. I'm sure you can find some people nearby you or even online. There's a lot of great guitar teachers out there. So. Amp-wise, right now, I'm using a Fender. Right on, comrade. I'm glad I cheered you up with my videos. I'm using a Fender. What the hell is it called? Precision, I think. Princeton. I'm using a Fender Princeton combo. It's really cool, man. It's a cool amplifier. It's got built-in effects. I've been saying before, I really like amplifiers nowadays with built-in delay. At least some built-in delay, so that I don't have to hook up a delay pedal through the send return. It's just, when I go do live shows, it just takes up too much time. You know, a lot of these shows I'm doing by myself. I don't have a tech with me, and I just want to plug in and get ripping and start rocking out right away. So I've really been digging this Fender Princeton. It looks maybe 10, 15 years old. Plays great, man. I like it, so I think I'm going to continue using these Fender combos. Blood Brawl. I don't have a 7-string with me right now. Next time I come on here, I promise I'll play. I promise I'll play my 7-string. Blood Brawl was played on the 7-string, tuned to B. So I can't do it, but I know I did a YouTube. Put in my Marc Rizzo Blood Brawl. I did the whole song a playthrough. The solo, I think, was. Something like that, I think it was. But pull it up on YouTube. You can watch me play it just like the record. And next time I go live, I promise I'll pull out my 7-string Washburn and I can show you how to play the riffs properly. There's a really good funny video actually of Blood Brawl. Put in Cavalera Conspiracy live in Japan 2009 playing Blood Brawl. Do me a favor, put that in, watch the video, put some headsets in and listen, watch everybody on stage, and then you comment and tell me what you found out. It's a really funny video. It's hysterical, man. It's actually sad, but check it out. Blood Brawl 2009 Cavalera Conspiracy live in Japan. It's hysterical, man. But watch it. Watch it. I think you'll get a kick out of it. You tell me what you noticed. We're going to play something together. Do they rehearse in a studio first? Well, you should. You should get some rehearsal in. You know, I'm able to go into the studio and start recording right away again because I practice my improvisation skills. So I'm ready to record a record at any moment, you know. But the correct way of making a record is to the band practice, do what's called pre-production, write the songs. What up, Joe Lopez? You rule, bro. How are you? The correct way to do it is for a band to rehearse, you know, come up with the music, jam it together, then go into the studio. That's the way I like to do it. That's the way every band does it, you know. Some bands are on a budget and don't do it like that, but you should do it like that. That's the correct way of making a record, is show up prepared. I've been playing guitar now for a long time, man. Almost 40 years, like 35 years, 36 years. Impalement Execution. That's a great song. What was that? Was that Cavalera Conspiracy? Was that the... what record was that? I think that was Psychosis, right? Was that the Cavalera Conspiracy Psychosis, right? Honestly, I never really listened to that record, man. It's a great record, but just a lot of things going on, you know, all the drama you're already hearing about. By the time we went in to make that record, it was a great record. It came out great, but I wasn't very happy with the recording process and how we made the record and things that were going on in the studio behind the scenes. I much prefer the first Cavalera Conspiracy record, you know, much better. The first two Cavalera Conspiracy records, Blunt Force Trauma and Inflicted, I think those were the best Cavalera Conspiracy records. We never made one better than those two. It's just, for me, that's what I personally like. Although Psychosis was great, it was a great record, but I wasn't happy with the recording process, the way it went down, you know. And I don't think Psychosis is better than the first two records, but that's just my opinion. You know, you can have yours too. You know, I've talked about this before. What made that first Cavalera Conspiracy record so special and such a great record was that, you know, we all were part of the writing process, but we had Joe Duplantier there, who was a major part of the writing on that record. A lot of people won't admit to that, but he had a lot to do with it. There was a lot of songs on that record. Hello in Latvia, what's up? There was a lot of songs on Inflicted, Cavalera Conspiracy Inflicted, that Joe Duplantier, he wrote a lot of that stuff. He never got credit for it. I think that's why he left the band and he didn't continue on with us. Obviously, he had Gojira, which is one of the best metal bands out there, obviously. But I think he never really stuck with us to go do shows because he never got the credit he deserved. You know, I mean, he was kind of, you know, it's a whole other story I don't want to get into. But Joe had a major part in the writing on that record, and he played guitar on that record. He actually played a lot of rhythm. I had to leave. I had a wedding to go to for like 2 days, and that's right, Craig. I'm glad you get it. So he had a big part on the writing on Inflicted, and he played some rhythm guitar on like 3 or 4 songs, and it had a Gojira vibe. And you know what, man? That's what added to the vibe of that record, man. You know, I mean, he deserves to get credit. The songs on that record, when that record came out, it should have said all music written by every member of the band. My name should have been on that. Joe Tuplantero's name should have been on there, and it doesn't say that. If you look at the credits, it doesn't credit me or Joe. It's just not right to do that, you know. And Joe, I think if Joe would have got credit for being part of the writing on that record, I think he would have stayed. I think Joe would have continued on in Cavalera Conspiracy. It would have been really cool too, because he's an incredible musician. And then when we made Blunt Force Trauma, the same situation happened again. We had Johnny Chow in the band, and Johnny Chow actually wrote 2 of my favorite songs on that record. I think it was Genghis Khan was one, and Target was the other. Those are 2 of my favorite songs on Blunt Force Trauma, and Johnny wrote those 2 songs. And again, same situation happened. He never got the credit he deserved. It's sad, you know, but it is what it is. It's the politics of the band. But Cavalera Conspiracy, I love. You know, that was one of my favorite bands to be in. But hey, listen, man, that vibe that Cavalera Conspiracy had, I'm continuing that on with my project Revenge Beast. You know, we're looking, as you can tell from what you heard already, it's just super heavy thrash, death metal, and it's going to have all that stuff you know me for that I did with Cavalera Conspiracy. You're going to hear on Revenge Beast, so check it out. And hey, listen, we're getting ready also to drop a new Revenge Beast lyrical video, man, and it's actually one of my favorite songs, dude. It's like a super heavy death metal, like old school deicide kind of vibe, you know, with my leads, and it's gonna be sick, man. We're hoping to drop that later tonight, so look out for it, man. Yeah, Revenge Beast, man. Get ready, guys. I'll do some playthrough videos real soon. I gotta go back and relearn those riffs, so. All right, man. Well, good talk, guys. Thank you for all your awesome comments, man. And it's always fun coming on here. I plan on coming on again tomorrow. I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel, and keep in touch. You too, comrade. Have a great day. Spasibo, spasibo. We are in an Italian household here, and I can smell the gravy cooking and the pasta getting ready to go on the table. So I'm gonna go have some dinner. Right on, Joe. You rule too, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, me and Kincaid, we will do some stuff real soon, man. Yeah, look out for David Kincaid's band. They're called The Monarch. They got a great video out for one of their songs, and I was asked by David to do some guest solos on their new record. So get ready for David Kincaid's new band, The Monarch. The stuff is incredible, man. So there's a lot of great music out there, man. You know, don't just fall into the trap of listening to what's popular and what's being shoved at you. You know, go out and search some new bands that don't have the support, you know, don't have the backing of major labels or any label for that matter, and you're gonna hear some great music, man. So check out Dave Kincaid's new project, The Monarch. Check out my project, Revenge Beast. Get ready for my project with Tony Campos called Hail the Horns. And these are great times, man. I'm being very productive writing and recording, so excellent. All right, guys, thank you very much, man. Hopefully I'll be on here tomorrow, and we'll hang and we'll talk more. Have a great night. Peace.